Alright, we're back to colony ship. We're about to explore the habitat. Let's go. Let's zoom out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what could be in store for us here? Probably a lot of mean people talking a lot of trash. But no one I can click on. That's for sure. What was my goal here? I wanted to... Okay, here's an elevator somewhere. Oh, I want to find someone that knows about this machine. It's like the big MacGuffin. And so it seems like we got each of our factions. Duty, honor, sacrifice. Not the ones I'm looking for there. I want to join the church. Medical machine, yes, we could put stuff in. Wait, I want to see what we have. Yes. Oh, right, energy shield. That's for you. I think. Emitter MK1. So the emitter generates charged plasma field, providing a convenient buffer between you and annoying homicidal people. Install by clicking. What's it do? Oh, higher HP, higher damage resist. So 5 extra HP, 1 extra DR. Wait. Don't I already have one of these? Stats 22. Recharge rate is up, yes. So let's add this. Now he's a 1-1-0. And I've got a motor cortex. Gives a dexterity. So he doesn't have that yet. He could probably use it. He's got it. I could always use more. And then synthetic heart. HP regen, love it. Toxic resistance, super love it. So make him even more tanky with the synthetic heart. I do want that. Dexterity, give or take on this guy. Jed. I might keep it around for my soon-to-be, hopefully, third companion. Still a little butthurt that I don't get smiles. I went to all the trouble last episode saving her life, and she didn't join my team. Alright, so what's one more dexterity look like on him? Action points. Speed and reaction. Oh, I kind of want dexterity on me. Because I want... Action points 7. What's his current AP? Where does it say? Oh, it'll be here. Action points 14. It's just 14. I don't know how it comes up with 14. I'm assuming dexterity works into it, obviously, but... I've also got 14. Speed and reaction. I'm gonna give the motor cortex to Zebulon and the heart to Jed. Well, how do you upgrade? Upgrades available for none. Okay, we can't upgrade anything yet. That's probably later chapter stuff. Let's install in Jed. He will take the heart. Oh, it's mandatory. Well, then let's get it done. Lovely cursing Jim stumbles out of the machine. Choose someone else. Myself. Accept the waiver. Motor. Oh, combat rapid response assault trooper upgrade kits. Interesting. They're all combat oriented, but I'll do it. I'm not reading all that. Alright, that's pretty good. Jed is so beast now, I think. Like, he did tank, like, an entire round of combat. Which was pretty nice. We're about to get levels on them both. Man, Evans... kind of disappointing how far behind he is on everything. One more feat will get him, like, even cooler. And me, I'm not combat. I'm not a combat guy. I think I want to attack computers or lockpick at some point. So it's like, don't expect me to be the guy out there killing things. Although +1 dexterity, now I can... Honestly, that's probably going to help me more with stealth than anything else. Having the extra AP. What can I get you? A few pointers. Oh, I don't have 300, but I want biotech training. Do you have anything special? Okay. Special goods are for special customers, says the trader. Fishing out an upgrade chip from a damaged synthetic heart. Yeah, I'm willing to pay extra for premium items. It's more special than that. I suppose I can sell it to you for 400 credits. Alright. Where else wears? 400 credits. Everything's so expensive here. Exospine, damaged. Spinal implant, damaged. Strength +1. But it's damaged. How do you fix it? Especially however, need some tune-up before you can use it. It's only $75. Neural uplink, got one. What's purple juice? Z4N2C. This LSD derivative will put your mind in the state of impervious sanctity, which will make all attempts to alter or control your currently unreachable mind an exercise in futility. Side effects include paranoia, anxiety, and disorientation. No resistance. Last 3 turns, perception is reduced by 2 for the duration of combat, not just the 3 turns. Desperado. Blunderbuss. Multi-barrel pistol. 1316, that's really good. It's all really good. I don't really necessarily want to sell off a bunch of stuff yet. Although, if I was able to hit 16, let's see, weapons by price, not selling you, could potentially sell any of my pistols, any of my shotguns. I definitely could sell this. Yeah. This is tier 1 gear, and I'm on tier 3, tier 2.5 maybe. $36. It's 172. What are you? Semi-automatic pistol, 9mm, 10 rounds, 5, effective range 8, 12 to 14. Accuracy, aim, crit, penetration. That's pretty good. I don't need another shotgun. I don't need that rifle. I don't need these submachine. I kind of like the rusty. I don't need the slicer. Yeah, I could sell a bunch of these weapons. Let's go. Also the subdural armor? Damaged. Why don't you have working subdural armor? So what do I want? I want the hard upgrade. What are you? Yeah, standard, smoke, flashbang. Yeah. I want the hard upgrade, and that's it. For $300. Wish I wouldn't have spent $200 on ammo. Get rid of grinder. Get rid of the pipe dream. Get rid of the shredder. Get rid of you. I don't need another shotgun. 318, close. Oh, it's 400 now. God damn it. Let's look at armor. Okay, we don't need this. I do want that. I don't necessarily want that. Welding boots are kind of garbage at this point. Alright, I just have to sell one more thing, and it's gonna be scab armor. Alright, close. Give me that upgrade. Jed. Heart. Painkiller, +1 regen. Oh man, he's so cool. Let's take a look at him. Jed. Doesn't really say. So he's on blunt and crit. What if he had one more intelligence? I don't think that would give him another attack skill. Neither of them. He's got 7 in charisma, which is a waste on an NPC, but he's got 7 in charisma. You know, maybe that helps with, neural resistance, yeah. Experience, that's intelligence. Tag skills, too. Yeah, and to tag another skill, I don't know. He's got 2 with an intelligence of 6. I've got 4 with an intelligence of 10. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Oh, another trader. Let's talk to the bartender. Welcome to the way station, says the bartender, sizing you up with a quick glance. Old Mission Glory, Broken Chains, Daily Prayer. He points at the large assortment of plastic jars stamped with different brands. Something for everyone? We all need a drink after a hard day of work, shrugs the bartender. As long as this station remains neutral, we'll serve all kinds. It's almost like we can get along after all. Almost, nods the bartender, but not quite. This station is more of a stalemate than a truce, if you know what I mean. Whoever makes the first move loses, unless they can win a war against the other 2 factions. So they wait for the right moment to strike? May it never come. Can you tell me about the... Okay, leave. I already know what faction I want. Okay, let's open this door. Suppose I could sell ammo. They probably don't give a very good price. This looks like maybe a good place to go. Let's see if they bother me. No signal. Brotherhood of Liberty, no. No, thank you. You don't seem like nice folks. Well, what's down here? This has got to be the church, right? That's a cross. There's a whole lot of people that you can't talk to. Where are my guys? Okay, stop being dumb. Go. Let's see about this pathfinding here. Examine the screen. Oh, yes, from this side. When all seem lost, these words reverberate in your head, and you're filled with a kind of non-specific despair, hand-me-down emotion from an old Earth political ad. When the fires of the mutiny raged through the ship, threatening to destroy God's children, when his flock was scattered, the only shepherds were those enthralled by the devil, inciting citizens against citizen with reckless abandon. Keep listening. When all seemed lost, the synthetic voice intones again, followed by a dramatic pause that lasts a beat too long. Only the Church of the Elect, led by the venerable first chaplain, Elwood Walsby, stood firm against the chaos and offered safe haven to everyone fleeing the war. Just as today, only the church offers hope and a better tomorrow to all God's children. Return to the path of the promised land and join the church of the elect today. Walk away. Yeah, let's go join the church, man. It's Sunday. Oh, I don't want to pick his pocket. What brings you here, brother? Inquires the guard, no question mark. He gives you a warm smile that doesn't reach the eyes. Ooh, that's always bad sign. I was wanting to see the habit. I'm looking for work. The devil doesn't sleep, but seeks our ruin in 1,000 ways. We need good men and women fighting back. Enter the habitat. Cool. The church's one concession to architectural excess is a massive cathedral glowering over the district. A constant reminder of the glory of God and the obedience owed those who govern in his name. Ooh, that's a little different than what I said originally. The presence of heavily armed guards outside the gates tells you God's most devoted service mustn't be pestered with trivialities. I heard it was built on Earth, says Jed. Back when they thought the synod would run everything. I think it's magnificent. It's all we really have that ties us to Earth. I hope we'll build one on Proxima when we land. I don't think either of us is going to be alive for that. Lockpick 5 to open. So do I just go rob them first thing? Sure. There's a guy standing there watching me do it. It's all for crappy gear. Okay. Well, certainly not off to the most pious start. Rooftop garden? Cool. Maintenance deck? Guess I'm not allowed. Let's go talk to the soldier. Join the church military? Cool. Steal from those guys. The Lord be with you, stranger. What is this place? Many of our brothers and sisters are alarmed by the threat of war, the woman says smoothly. They wish to defend their faith at home, or take the fight to the enemy. Blessed be the Lord who trains my hands for war, recites the woman with a polite smile. We seek peace, not war. But if our enemies choose war, we'll be ready. If you want peace, prepare for war. Quite so, says the woman. Please that you understand. Bye. Okay, I can't do anything. I can open that. This guy gonna shoot me if I do? Oh, can't sneak. Well, I got some experience. Speaking of, how's my lockpick experience? Oh, it's got a long way to go. Computers, same deal. Kind of two important skills that I don't have tagged yet. I mean, they do get bonus experience from Skill Monkey, but that's it. Steal, credit chip, card. Let's talk to the worker. Yeah, I guess I should have been stealing everything that wasn't bolted down. Oh. Maintenance worker puts down his tools and wearily drags out an old, gray rag across his face. He eventually notices you standing there and looks up with a frown. Idle hands are the devil's playthings, he proclaims. Huh? Don't just stand there, find yourself something to do. I'm not from here. You're shipborne, ain't ya? Then you're from here, same as everyone else, and if the ship dies, you die with it. He exhales, sets his hands on his hips, and looks you over. Pitman, right? How can you tell? A cargo rat always has that feral look about the eyes, never still, untamed by civilized society. You mean we're still free? Let every soul be subject to the governing authorities. For there is no authority except that which depends from God. And the authorities who watch over us are appointed by God. He piously recites, pointing his index finger at the heavens for emphasis. You understand that you're just pointing off into space, and there is no actual sky, much less a direction for heaven. What about the Brotherhood and the Protectors? All part of God's plan. Okay, I agree with that. That's what my character said from the start. he replies without hesitation. He gave us a choice. Follow his law or follow false prophets all the way down to damnation and worse. That's what free will is all about, son. Yeah, he's totally right. You can't be held accountable for your actions if there was no moral choice to make. I think it should be word no moral choice to make. You must choose the righteous path and walk it, no matter how steep the incline or difficult the obstacles. Only then will you be admitted into the promised land. Okay, what happens to those folks who choose the wrong path? They'll stay on board for eternity in this hell of their own making. So choose wisely, Cargo Rat. He finishes with a laugh and a friendly slap on the shoulder. You really think it's that simple? Think of it this way. The Church, the Brotherhood, and the Protectors are three different answers to the same question. How should we live our lives? The Church says follow God's laws. Protectors say follow the tenets of the mission, even though we tried that already. You know how that story ends. And the Brotherhood says follow your baser instincts, like an animal. Anyone who considers these options seriously and still can't figure out which party comes out on top is beyond salvation. Bye. Okay, I'm trying to join the church. All it's letting me do is steal from people. Let's talk to the bartender. No bread today, the bartender says apologetically. Fermentation tank is down again, the second time this week. How do you make bread? We grow the quote-unquote dough in the fermentation tank and bake it to give it a nice brown color. It tastes and smells like real bread. Maybe even better, smells the bartender. How do you know what bread tastes like? We have a large library of synthetic flavors, so we can make it taste and smell like anything, the bartender assures you. Once we fix the fermentation tank, of course. Where do you make the dough from? Algae. We don't make it, we grow it, the bartender corrects you. It's microbial biomass based on fungus cells and lactic acid bacteria. Decades ago, we used to brew a bacterial soup, collect the froth, and dry it into bakeable flour, but the process was too slow and cumbersome. Much easier to grow ready-to-eat dough. What else you got? Put a fermented algae, suggests the bartender. A refreshing algae beverage, perhaps. How do I fix your fermentation tank for you and get a prize? Seems like a missed opportunity. Okay. I was trying to help. We go in here? Okay, we gotta have to climb on some stuff. We're totally allowed in here. Pressing that F5 button. Terrible. My steel is terrible. Okay. Lockpick and sneak experience, I'll take it. Blessed Arms, Medbay. I'm not really interested in these places. Let's talk to this guard. I just want to join the faction. Our people don't wish to be disturbed in their time of prayer and reflection, says the guard, blocking my way. Well, okay, I wouldn't either. Talk to this guard. One of these guards has to have something interesting to say. Alona. Okay, she's got a name. She's named after a video game I played before. May I see your key card? The guard asked politely. I seem to have misplaced it. Happens all the time, smiles the guard. I'm sure your superior will be able to issue a new card. Okay, bye. Let's talk to Alona. You look lost, brother. The woman smiles kindly at you. Okay, join my team. I understand. It's a lot to take in. Can you shoot a submachine gun? She gestures at the vast plaza. Is there any work around here? Nothing I can think of, although... She's silent for a moment. There's a delicate matter we need help with. She hesitates again, unsure where to start. Faith is what brings us close to God in this life. And through that faith, we achieve salvation in the afterlife. It grants us everything we seek: strength, purpose, peace, even wisdom. But some people wish for more than that. So badly do they yearn for the touch of the divine, they start, imagining things. There's a brother among us who claims to have witnessed a revelation. He appears pious enough, but this so-called revelation puts him at odds with the church. There's an unseemly amount of interest in his account. A few are even calling themselves his followers. You want me to look into it? Quite. But I want to make one thing clear. There's to be no violence. Perfect for me. John is a true man of God, though his followers can be a bit overzealous at times. How is this revelation a threat to the church's doctrine? How much do you know about our church, brother? Not much, honestly. You won't be surprised to hear that the Church of the Elect was born in the fires of the Mutiny. The old church, maybe turning the other cheek, worked differently back on Earth. But on the ship, it accomplished nothing, and not for lack of trying. Stuck between the mutineers and the remnants of the old regime, we tried to save as many as we could. We gave people shelter and hope, but it didn't work out. Faith can work miracles, but it can't stop bullets. We were forced to take up arms to protect our people. Eventually, we claimed this haven for our new church, even as the war raged around us. We will not be sidelined any longer, not here and not on Proxima. When the dawn comes, by the grace of our Lord, she makes an unfamiliar gesticulation. In this revelation? John's revelation demands that we return to the ancient ways. The pacifism observed by the Church of Old Earth. We're going to find this John the Revelator. Revelators! A small chapel on one of the residential decks. It's not hard to find. Okay, one of the residential decks I can't go to. Well, maybe I can now. I'll be like, yo, Alona said it's cool, man. Okay, this is the big church. Talk to the guard. Did His Holiness summon you? The guard asked skeptically. Did he? I don't remember him doing that. Yes, give him my name. Nobody by that name, by. Okay, why was that an option and it didn't say lie? Like, wait a second, I don't think they did. What's this guard got to say? Oh, let's just go. I already talked to him. Will this guard let me in? The annals. Let's go into the annals real quick. The Archivist. What knows do you seek within these halls, brother? Tell him about the machine. That sounds like a portable life support system. We feared it had been lost during the mutiny. I wonder why it has surfaced now after so many decades. Is it the Lord delivering our salvation, or the work of the great deceiver? What is a portable life support system? It doesn't seem very portable. For the colony, explains the Archivist. Our future home should be perfectly habitable, but the devil would be like nothing more than to ruin it for us. This life support machine would ensure our survival until a more permanent solution is found. Do you really believe the devil is trying to bring about our downfall? What is the devil, my child, if not the darkness in every one of us? Do we not fight to resist it every day, struggling to walk in his light? To do what's right despite the innumerable hardships? But what would the devil gain by giving us a life support system now? What indeed? The Archivist gazes sadly down at his feet for a moment. Over the past decades, we've achieved some semblance of balance here. No faction dares provoke an open war, so slowly, reluctantly, we are compelled to attempt diplomacy and understanding, and perhaps one day reach lasting peace. The aptly named House of Ecclesiastes watches over the ship's central life support. Thank God, they are wise enough to hold themselves above our squabbling. This machine would change that. The one who controls it can subjugate whosoever he wills. People will be brought to their knees without a shot being fired. Then maybe it's best to destroy it. Then perhaps the pit should be its home. They've never tried to rule over others. And how long do you suppose the pit would last against the habitat? No, brother, this machine must reside with those who have the power to defend it. The Brotherhood, the Protectors, or the Church. I'll be glad to help you evaluate these options if you're willing. I assume you would push for the Church. Regardless of what you choose, we face a dark and uncertain future. I mean, I'm gonna choose the Church. I'm glad the burden of this decision isn't on my shoulders. What about, like, Whiskey Jack? Doesn't he get a say? But whether or not you take my advice is up to you. What's your opinion of the Brotherhood? The desire for freedom is a noble one, as old as the world itself, but theirs is a hard road. And the Brotherhood seems to have lost their way a long time ago. Knowing what use they make of the weapons they have, would you entrust them with something this powerful? Then the Church must be the only way, right? He smiles slyly. I wouldn't serve the Church if I didn't think they were the best of the available options. All I can do is share my reasons for thinking as I do. There have been many brotherhoods over the past 2.5 millennia. All of them have vanished into dust and none lasted more than a century. The blink of an eye in human history. Likewise, there have been countless attempts to return to a utopian past, an imaginary time of justice and plenty. None of them succeeded for obvious reasons. Only the Church has endured these thousands of years, because the foundation upon which it rests is eternal. Think on this, brother, as you contemplate your decision. Bye. That's the last thing we need, Transjed. Why? Because now everyone will want it, and they'll fight to the end to deny it to others. We'll need to secure the armory as soon as possible. You think they'll come for it? We'll be ready. Do you really think they will use it as a weapon, asked Evans? A little trouble? Let's say without a doubt. Then we should think twice about it. About handing it over, I mean. What choice do we have? The pit is too weak to hold it for long. Like it or not, it has to be one of the big three. I can't say I like any of them, Evans says stubbornly. We aren't looking for a cult to join. We sell the machine and move on? They're going to fight no matter what we do. The machine can tip the balance and make resistance futile. Make it sound like it's a good thing. If they fight for months, there will be nothing left of the habitat. Might as well end it quickly and crown the new king. If you say so. We got experience. Admin district is on my map. I didn't make Evans like me anymore. How do I tell how much he likes me? So he does have theistic beliefs? Or is that just all of us? Okay, that's shared among all of us. Combat 7. Diplomacy 20. Stealth. Exploration. Okay, faction standing. Church 1. And I am believed to be a theist with no other strong beliefs. Okay, how much do you like me? It doesn't say. Maybe that's some party setup? Okay. Alright, well, no. Let's see if this dude will let us in now. Alona said it's okay. Running an errand for Alona. The guard shrugs but steps aside. Too well trained to do anything but obey his superiors. That's right. That's right, buddy. Oh boy. The residential district isn't what you would call exciting. A perfect grid of faceless rectangular buildings, housing hundreds of gray cells, each with a single bed. Commie block. All amenities beyond that simple sleeping space are shared. Wake up, grab a quick end tab from the corner dispenser, and take the train to work. What more does the colonist need? Continue. Hell of a way to live, says Jed. My old shipping container is a palace compared to these cells. Maybe that's all they need. A place to sleep and store personal trinkets. I can't wait to go back to the pit when this is all over, says Evans, spitting on the floor. We just got here. Don't tell me you like what you see. Better than I expected, to be honest. I see why they rebelled against this madness. Maybe. Yeah. It wasn't enough, says Evans. Yeah, you'd rather have them rupture the hole and, like, vent everyone into space. Another convert, says the priest exhales in your direction. The contempt in his voice as clear as a tolling bell. Brotherhood or protectors this time? I come from the pit, bitch. The priest steps back, making the sign of the cross in a practiced gesture. That cradle of sin. What do you have against the converts? We all began this journey together, brothers and sisters in Christ. As soon as the father of lies the pretenders and hypocrites turned away from the Lord and flocked to their false prophets instead. The only freedom man may claim is granted by God, not the brotherhood. Only God's grace shall bring us safely to the dawn on Proxima Centauri, not the protector's weapons or propaganda. He shakes his head in disgust. Those who turn from the church to follow these false prophets are long dead. Their descendants embracing the faith can only strengthen the church. Yeah. Where are they coming to the Lord out of love? Or simply to flee this hell of their own making? They didn't make it, you jerk! If the road leads them to God, does it matter what motivates them? A road doesn't take one to God, the priest admonishes you in scholarly tones. Submission does. Oh, is he like a Muslim? The true believer comes prepared to work and gives himself over to the church, body and soul. Few are willing to make that kind of a commitment. They think mumbling a few prayers will see them through. It won't. Is there anything I can do to help? Priest nods hesitantly. The last thorn in my side is a small clutch of troublemakers amongst the flock. Perhaps you could talk to them before you leave. Okay. Well, I am going to talk to them. Enoch. Troublemakers, that's them. We should F5 that, and then go talk to the troublemakers. Enoch's troublemakers aren't hard to spot. 2 men and a woman are standing like bollards in the street, gazing about themselves, lost, while the locals navigate around them. If they have families with them, they must be tucked away inside the apartment complex. Continue. The man on the right has a military bearing, but without the air of self-importance, like a soldier on guard duty. Did he come here to flee the fighting? The other man is young, but flabby, well-fed, but unhealthy looking. Dude, you guys eat nutrient tabs and boiled algae. How do you get fat? Like a low-level bureaucrat exiled from his desk. On the surface, an unlikely candidate to find religion, but who knows? The woman's head is hanging, her eyes black with grief. Whatever loss she suffered has left her permanently marked. Greet them. The soldier's face hardens, as if he's bracing for a blow. Not a people person, then. The widow doesn't react at all. She's lost in a world even harder than this one. Unlike his comrades, the bureaucrat is eager to exercise his tongue. God be with you, brother, he solemnly announces, hand over his heart. Father Enoch asked me to have a word with you. He's concerned. Why? The soldier barks out, but quickly suppresses his anger. The man's just concerned for our well-being, the bureaucrat says smoothly, resting one hand on his companion's shoulder. Tell him we're still overwhelmed. There's so much to learn, but we're adjusting. His attempt at a smile is off-putting, robotic. The widow finally looks up, searching your face with a plainly frightened look. All right, I'll pass that along. Wait, the soldier says, shrugging the bureaucrat's hand away. Aren't you with the church? No. Care to tell me what's really going on here? The soldier sighs painfully, as if something was pressing down on his ribs. The church is preparing for war, he says. I grew up with the protectors, so I'm no stranger to the drills and rah-rah propaganda, but this... People spend half their day training in self-defense units, and the other half soaking in sermons. But there's only one message. We're going to fight the devil, and we're going to win. If you're no stranger to drills and propaganda, why fuss about it now? Okay, here we go. Not what I expected, says the soldier, nor I, pipes in the bureaucrat, shaking his head. Persuasion, not what the church expected either. And they aren't too happy about it. You can always leave, but why not try making it work first? Maybe those sermons start growing on you. Yeah. And the church goes to war? Impersonate, recite. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them, and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Simple as that, eh? Asked the soldier. It's always that simple. A war is coming, brother. Will you fight for the Brotherhood's freedom to subjugate others? The Protector's mission to do the same? Or the everlasting glory of God? If it comes to that, I'll fight for the church, says the soldier. The widow nods in agreement with a strange resolve in her eyes. Return to Father Enoch. I did it! 40, 40, 40. How are we doing here? It's forever away. It's also forever away. It's also forever away. Oh boy. Let's talk to Enoch. God be with you, brother. I talked to your trouble workers. Give them time and they'll fit right in. Thank you, brother. Go with God. The party got a reputation and experience. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, Church 3. We went from 1 to 3. Pretty good. Pretty good. Should we talk to this old guy? Man, I really should have... Okay, there's John. Is that the guy I was sent here to talk to? John? I think it was. John the Revelator. Oh, that guy's just hitting a blunt right there. Watch him. Look at him go. Puff, puff, give. You'd think a spaceship would be like a no-smoking area. Okay, an old man is standing, quote-unquote, outside, enjoying the evening air. The heat exchangers have just kicked in, bringing much-needed relief. What troubles you, my child? Asked the man. What makes you think I'm troubled? Oh... Okay. I was troubled, so I had to get rid of the mac and cheese next to me because it was tempting me. Alright. We all carry a burden. You can suffer in silence or ask for help. Are you a priest? One doesn't need to be a priest to help people who struggle with everyday life. All you need to do is listen. Really listen to them. That's all it takes. Sometimes it takes a bit of persuasion to help them see the bright side. Sometimes it takes everything I've got and then some. This is the man with a smile. Anything you could teach me? For a small donation, certainly. Shall we say I have 12 credits. 300 and I'll help some of the struggling families. I'll be happy to help. Persuasion training. So we got biotech and persuasion trainers. Alright, we gotta go talk to John because I think it's the only guy. Oh, there's some stuff down here. Lockpick. Who are these guys? They're glowing, but you can't actually click them. Alright, let's talk to John. The chapel is empty except for a man in a worn coat. He's sitting with his back to the altar, soaking dried algae in some water. Welcome to the Church of Salvation, brother, he says, listlessly stirring his cup of algae. I'm looking for the prophet. A prophet? Never seen one. He gazes up at you. Though I did see an angel once. Okay, come on, dude. Standing right where you're standing now, bathed in a pure white light. Smelled better, too, he smiles. What did this angel say? He said we had strayed from the path. As if we all didn't know that already. The angel probably thinks we're all stupid, but who can't blame him? Who can't blame him? What path did we supposedly stray from? Come on, he says with a disarming grin. That's the easiest one in the book. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not fight thy neighbor, that sort of thing. There's a reason why the church played a different role back on Earth. But we aren't back on Earth. We're stuck inside a metal can, slowly drifting through space. All the more reason to try to get along, bro. We never got along on Earth. What makes you think we could do it on the ship? I wish it were so, brother. But it is so, says the man with unshakable confidence. Even now, declares the Lord. Return to me with all your heart, quotes the man. It's never too late, brother. We're your followers. What are you suggesting the church should do? Lay down their arms and pray for peace? The best weapon the church has ever had is the Word of God. So maybe laying down the tools of the devil isn't such an insane idea after all. You should suggest it to the chaplain general if you get the chance to speak with His Holiness. Everyone will get slaughtered. Are you a seer, friend? He smiles without malice. What if there is no slaughter? What if our neighbors are preparing for war because we are preparing for war? What if the church's efforts are better served teaching the Word of God and leading this lost flock away from the abyss? And if you're wrong? How could wanting peace be wrong? It doesn't matter what you want. What matters is what the Brotherhood and the Protectors want, and it's not peace, dummy. Why do you demonize our brothers and sisters? Cries out the preacher. They might have lost the way, but only because the church lost it first. You're weakening the only faction that still follows the Word of God. Maybe they don't follow it to the letter, but they do a better job than the Brotherhood and Protectors. This is a safe haven for the faithful, and if you bring it down, their deaths will be on your head. You can't be right, says the preacher, shaking his head mournfully. But if you are, I can't take that chance, not now. Not until I see these enemies you speak of with my own eyes. Party gets experience. Glad I could help, brother. Bye. Alright, so that's sorted out. Let's go down here. I'm always down to pick a lock for experience. I don't know what these guys are up to. They don't seem like they're up to anything good. Oh, what are you? A ruined implant. Scrap. Okay. Alright. Saving it. And we're going through this door. Several soldiers are moving door to door looking for draft dodgers and other delinquents. Do you live here? No, but... A vagrant then, says the officer, shaking his head. Are you pleading Corinthians 10:31 in defense? Sister Alona sent me on an errand. Then get on it, boy, before someone else mistakes you for a vagrant. Okay, bye. Free experience, though. Where am I? Where's my guy? Oh, we took their place. Okay, I'm kind of scared to keep searching, but exploration is like never really gone poorly for me, has it? Well, other than in the... Ooh, this looks bad. Okay, definitely pressing the F5 button now. Okay, well, just talk to the officer. This man is training new recruits. His easy smile at odds with the strict military bearing. New arrival? He asks, unscrewing his flask and tipping it up for a swig. Fresh from the pit. Looking for something different, eh? Good for you. I'm new here myself. Heard they were paying top credits for officers with combat experience, so I decided to cash in my chips, if you know what I mean. What is the church and the officers? Where did you come from? I spent the last 10 years protecting the mission. Only nobody ever told me what the hell I'm protecting it from. As far as I can tell, nobody wants it. He grins broadly. I'm Bo Thompson. What's it like working for the Protectors? People are the same all over. Some of them are wired to salute the flag. Doesn't really matter what's on it. And the wrong people always rise to the top, like a turd in a bucket. Thanks for that image, Bo. Can you join my team? Most folks believe in the mission because they've been eyeballs deep in it since the day they were born. They don't know any different, and more importantly, they don't want to know any. They don't want to know any different. Leave. So he won't join my team. He just talked to me some bullshit. Is there any other? Okay, me again. Well, I guess he's not going to join my team. He just told me about flags and people in buckets who are turds. Wonderful. Thank you. Changed my life with that conversation. I think we GTFO. Oh, can we go down here? No, we can't. This guy's guarding it. Go back. Go back. Get out. Oh, did we tell Enoch that did we tell him that we roll? Oh yeah, we did. Bye. God be with you, brother. Bye. Let's go tell Alona how much we rule. Praise the Lord, brother. The preacher won't be a problem anymore. Tell her the details. Thank you, brother. If you're looking for work, the chaplain general might have something for you. That was fast. I was instructed to send anyone who solves this problem to His Holiness. If I were you, I wouldn't make him wait. Lead the way, sister. Sister! Chaplain General Abraham Davis sits unmoving, gazing up at you from beneath half-lidded eyes. Why are you here? Certainly not because of your faith and devotion to our Lord. I need to know your mind before deciding if you're right for this task. Quote, I say unto you, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous people who have no need of repentance. That's a pretty good quote. I don't know if the church is the best answer, but it's much better than the alternatives. Well, that makes it the best. That's what best means. I'm not saying that stupid stuff. I was told the church pays well. If there's a better reason to do anything another man's bidding, I haven't found it yet. Oh! Man, I should have saved. I really want to say this, but I also really want to save this. Let's just say this. Then what choice do we have but to rejoice as well? There's nothing remotely like joy in Abraham's reply. What do you want me to do, jerk? When the great deceiver split us apart, he rejoiced, and compelled men to fight each other for his amusement. As Gog and Magog wasted their resources on conflict, the church has grown strong. Now that the true light of faith shines bright again, the great deceiver has realized his error. Understanding that a greater threat looms, he wants Gog and Magog to set aside their hostilities and fight by his side. This shall not be. Who are these Gog and Magog? It's like the Brotherhood and the Peacekeepers, or whatever they're freaking called. Are you suggesting they want peace now? No, they want to team up to take us out before they start fighting each other again. And when the 1,000 years are finished, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall come forth to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to the war. The chaplain general drones. The Brotherhood and the Protectorate. Yep. They are the two sides of the same golden coin, which promises much but delivers eternal damnation. Let me see if I understand you correctly. The church has grown strong, while the Brotherhood and Protectors fought each other. But if they band together, the church will not survive. Therefore, you must do whatever it takes to keep the strife and mistrust going. Yeah, that's basically what he just said. Something of a simplification. I took you for a man who understands there are deeper nuances to these issues. But yes, Brotherhood and Protectorate must remain at war, at least for the time being. There's another matter I'd like to discuss. I'm listening. Offer their life support machine to the church. Praise the Lord. Abraham softly declaims, folding his hands in prayer. The devil and his hounds have finally met their doom. Wait, he suddenly says with a frown. Do you know for a fact this machine actually works? Has it been tested? Not yet, but it's in perfect condition. Every light switch and gauge is in working order. Ever does the devil speak false promises, Abraham snaps back, tempting us to waste our energies ferreting out his deceit. We can't make a move until this device is confirmed operational. Brother Matthias will go with you. Oh, party member? He will be an excellent helpmeet on your journey. I don't need, I'm sorry. What journey are we talking about? Where am I supposed to be going? House Ecclesiastes, for starters. Or do you have the know-how to assemble that old earth machine yourself? Don't worry. They won't turn away an agent of the church on such an important mission. There's another matter I'd like to discuss? Just leave. I'm Brother Matthias, says the churchman, waiting for you outside. I'll be your traveling companion. He's 9 years old. I'm going to Graceland. His gentle smile is in sharp contrast to his hard eyes and military bearing. Seems I have no choice but to welcome you, brother. I would welcome you anyway, brother. When a man serves a higher cause, his cause, he sets aside his mortal whims and does what needs to be done. The devil must have wanted your wondrous machine for his servants. But you resisted temptation. You chose the church. This was the choice that mattered, brother. I suppose Abraham wants you to be his watchdog? I will aid you when you falter. He smiles kindly. And I will stand with you against the gathering forces of darkness. Together we will prevail. Gathering forces of darkness sound rather ominous. Do you expect trouble? Do you think our enemies will sit idly by as we work for their destruction? How do they know? I'm the only one that's seen this machine. Whiskey Jack's still in the pit. I told one archivist in the church. How would anyone know about this? Whatever we do, word of this momentous discovery will get out, and when it does, you'll be the most wanted man on the ship. Dead or alive, as the expression goes. But why bother taking you alive when killing you will pay just as well? I'm here to keep you alive long enough to complete your holy mission. That's not what I signed up for. Let's go. I have to make some arrangements first. Let's meet near the entrance to the ECLSS. Take the elevator near the recruitment center to go down to the maintenance dock. Bye. Are you fighting for the church now, is Jed? Raising an eyebrow. Evans, stronger, Jed, weaker. Faith transcends all. The Brotherhood and Protectors offer nothing but failed ideologies. Don't be too quick to dismiss them, says Jed. The ship authority did, and look what happened to them. What's done is done. Let's go see the monks now. Bye. I can't see how much they like me. How do I see my bonds? Bond. Devoted. Okay, it's that. Content and devoted. So he gets +1 natural damage resist for being devoted. Skill gain, initiative. Okay. So I thought this was a bonus feat that Evans got, but it's a bonus feat any party member gets. Just for their bond with me. And then I also have Captain, which gives them more bonuses. Cult Leader. Easier bonds, can become devoted, next one. Oh, this is a feat I took, yeah. I started with it. Cool. 444. Oh, does he have a feat? He does. Does he? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna be a lot more butt kicky. 4 AP to movement initiative. Okay, I like the initiative. Adds 12 to my initiative. 4 action points on the first turn. That is so good. I think I'm going to take that. Reaction 30. Maybe Opportunist. How's the cost of reload, lockpick, belt, and inventory actions? Initiative +4. So it's the same initiative bonus? No. Plus 12. That's probably, I might give this one to Jed. Artful Dodger is always going to be good, but I'm not really going to take it. True Grit, probably good. I'm not going to take it. Bloodlust is so good. Action points. I don't have anything for melee that I want. Gunfighter, ranged, reaction, graze damage. Retroactive, range, skill gains. So that's like a lot. Reaction accuracy. Okay, master energy weapons, accuracy, crit, penetration. Pistol. Accuracy, reaction, and critical chance for each skill level. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the initiative. Fast draw. Alright, that feat. I might get fast draw on him too, man. He's got 4 AP movement. Initiative 4. Oh, it's so good. Like, initiative. I really like going first. He does heal a lot now. He has shield that heals. He has HP that heals. HP 10. Critical damage is halved. Evasion. Oh, that's like another layer of defense, right? If he's gonna be like tanking all these shots. Oh, I could have got all of them, given them Sarge, accuracy and crit chance. I wonder if it stacks. Alright, well, anyway. Evasion is like another layer of defense. Which, coupled with his shield and his regen, could be really good. On kill, max influence, tag skill. If I wanted to tag like armor and kit him out in the best armor. That would be like the only reason. Okay. Only reason to take that. Melee, 25% skill gain, retroactive, accuracy, evasion, and accuracy 1 for every skill level. Evasion and accuracy. It's not a lot of evasion, though. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to give him initiative. 4 action points on the first turn. We're gonna, like, get this, like, alpha strike thing going on. Alright, so we're being Plaza, Abraham. Nothing to steal here. Okay. And I'm going to the UACSLLSC something, the maintenance deck. Oh yeah, I'm going to the maintenance deck. We already tried to talk to that guy. We can't sneak. Okay. Maintenance crews only, the guard says apologetically for security reasons. The chaplain general sent me to talk to the monks. Is this a joke? Asked the guard, pulling you out his data pad. Never mind. God be with you, shipborn. Took the elevator down. Is this a joke? You're standing on a platform suspended above the ship's underbelly. Here, in the vast maze of dilapidated machinery that has kept each generation alive for the past 4 centuries, and there is the ECLSS, the Environmental Control and Life Support System, a humongous pyramidal structure from which soars an impossibly tall tower. The ship's central life support station is flanked by 4 heavily fortified maintenance hubs, claimed by the factions of the Habitat. The cacophony rising from beneath your feet makes it difficult to concentrate, and the haze of toxic-smelling fumes floating above the machinery obscures much of the detail on the ground. It's hard to imagine anyone but the monks being able to operate this industrial hell. Hell of a place. That it is, agrees Jed. Most folks don't realize we're one accident away from a sudden and glorious death. Death is always stalking the shipborne. It's not something to worry about. Perhaps they're better off not knowing. Better than the Habitat, if you ask me. What don't you like about the Habitat? Everything? Shrugs Evans. Life was so much simpler in the pit. Okay. It sure was. When this is all over, we'll party in the Promised Land for a week. Let's get moving. So these little party interactions are cool, but I don't really understand Jed at all and how to make him like me more. And I'm only doing it to manipulate him, which kind of makes it feel a little hollow. God be with you, brother. Brother Matthias informed us that he's taken you under his wing. That is a great honor. What is this place? A small sanctum of faith? What if 4 maintenance hubs surrounding the ECLSS base, where the monks make their home? What do you know about the monks? They were once men and women from the highest echelons of the ship authority who, during the mutiny, were tempted into a bargain with the devil. In exchange for their immortal souls, they were promised life everlasting aboard the ship. But we both know, brother, that immortality is the providence of the Lord and no other. Now they are things of metal and plastic who parade about wearing human faces. They are truly damned. Is there anything you need before I head out? Since you report to Brother Matthias, we know your mission must be important, but we would be honored if you could join us in an attack on the Protector's camp. They control one of the neighboring hubs. Why now? The Brotherhood controls 2 of the 4 hubs. There are access tunnels running beneath, black, horrid places, as close to hell as you would ever wish to get. They once connected all 4 hubs. The monks sealed them off long ago. However, we recently acquired the codes to bypass the security shielding one of the Brotherhood's sections, and made sure they'd fall into the Protector's hands. When the Protectors launch their attack on the Brotherhood's hub, we'll follow. Whoever wins will be too weak to resist us. God willing, the Church will control 2 hubs, and our enemies will be severely weakened from fighting each other. A will be honored to join the attack. Then get your kit ready, brother. I want to do all the training. I want to get credits. The Habitat is lame. There's all that training I haven't done. Biotech? I want to get to 9 biotech, don't I? Ugh. I probably don't need more biotech. Alright, let's... Did I save? Yeah. Lead the way. We must strike now, brother. Are you with us? Lead the way. Judging by the bodies hit the floor, everything went according to plan. The Protectors managed to capture the hub, but it cost them dearly. Only 3 troopers are still standing, and they aren't too happy to see you. Thank you for doing all the hard work. We'll take it from here. You've got to be kidding me. Point at the bodies. Join your friends if you think there's glory in it, or live to fight another day. We're leaving. Bye. That was easy, smiles the churchman, throwing you a credit drive. 600 credits for my trouble. Leave. I can do so much training now. How do I go back? Oh god, do we have all of our guys? No. Like, where? Okay, I guess we're gonna do a little exploring. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes were crawling. Okay. We're gonna stick to the right wall. Do what we can. Ooh, lockpick 4. This looks promising. Okay, terminal. I don't have an authorization code. I don't believe I have any implants. Okay, well, let's try to find a thing, an access code, so we can get a token. Magnetic. Interesting. I can see through walls. Oh, I could probably quick travel back and get training done. If I need any biotech training. I forget what the other training was for. Oh, who are these guys? They don't look happy to see us. Probably best not to mess with them. Let's examine this manhole. The manhole. Toxic fumes coming from below force you to take a step back. There's a dead body laying in the bottom of the manhole next to a burst pipe. Okay. Burst pipes are not good. Okay, what's this dude want? Eli. How goes the war, little brother? The man's greeting sounds oddly synthetic, lacking any inflection. At a glance, he appears to be human, but the heavy augmentations make him a monk. A cyborg tasked with maintaining the ship's life support systems. I thought we had mutants doing that. Which war is that? The war you're fighting right now. Fish swim, birds fly, men wage war. Is that like a Team Fortress 2 reference? Just kidding. Do you not consider yourself a man? What is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? By the time you've seen enough of the world to start making sense of it, your life is over. I, on the other hand, am old enough to remember the mutiny. That alone grants me a perspective no mere man could ever attain. In my augments, when I replay old memories, everything witnessed by my earlier self is distorted by fear, anger, anxiety. No wonder you wander blind through the fog of your lives. No wonder you are all so lost. So it was on old Earth. So it is on the ship. So it shall be on Proxima. So you don't feel any emotions at all? No, I am now the master of my brain and its chemical processes, instead of its slave. You can tell me about the mutiny. Very little. We were working around the clock, repairing damage as fast as we could. When the mutiny finally reached us, we sealed the doors and cut all contact with the rest of the ship. How did you become augmented? My memories tell me it was a difficult decision to subject myself to the deep space tech, but it was necessary to ensure the continuation of life on the ship. A good shepherd always protects the herd. Is that what we are to you, a herd? This is deep space tech you mentioned. No man can last 20 years in interstellar space without severe physiological problems. The human body's limits and drawbacks required a radical solution to make space exploration feasible. An elementary reworking of the human body. Functions inessential for deep space missions are removed altogether, freeing the body's resources for more practical needs. Do you have any implants for trade? I don't have any. Oh, I do have money. I have no use for implants, but I can run our maintenance protocol on what you've already installed. What do you mean by that? The hardware you use was never designed to be hacked out of a corpse and repurposed. I can service your existing arguments, as I used to do on old Earth, but it won't be cheap. What does it mean in practical terms? Your implants will be more effective if properly attuned to your body. 2,000 creds per tune-up. What do you need money for? Though we do not require money for food and shelter, it is still useful for purchasing power and influence. There's more than one way to avert a disaster. What does this turn up to? Not right now. I don't have 2,000 credits. Since coming to the habitat, I haven't hardly gotten anything. Okay, so this is like going in circles. Yeah. I should have gone this way initially. Where's this elevator go? So yeah, like, where am I? Okay, that was a weird sound thing. Okay, so that's the second hub they own. By they, I mean the church owns now. Maybe? Maybe that was the first one? That was the first one they owned. That's where it originally came from, I believe. Weird. It's magnetically sealed. I hate magnetic seals. I don't think there's a lot I can be doing here. Can we not go? Alright, that doesn't connect. That's where, ooh, prizes. Prizes, let's go here. I don't know how to get there. Okay, that's it. Yeah, buddy. A rope. 80%. Perception, rummaging through, use a fully charged energy cell. Well, I mean, that's good, but it's not great. It's kind of hoping for a little bit more in the loot department. Okay, can't get through this door. This must be like the Peacekeepers or the Authority, or no, the Authority's long gone. The Peacekeepers or the Brotherhood. Sister Miriam of the... no. Okay, so where am I going? I can't get in this door. I don't have a thing, a code. Which I would really like. Does he not have a code? Let's talk to Eli again. Do you have a code for that terminal? He's not gonna say. Alright, no. Alright, let's go back to here. Let's go catch up with Brother Matthias. Wherever he went. Come on, guys. Pathfinding. Let's go. Let's go. Can I not get in there? The heck, man? They locked me out. Okay, so I gotta go to the other one and come back up and then find Brother Matthias? We'll just start over and so the training was like here. I do want biotech training, I think. I don't know. It was this dude. Wasn't it? You got training? Communication training, yes. I'm very persuasive now. Do I go for the biotech training too? I mean, I'm not gonna get the 2,000 credits before I leave. Oh, we should just quick travel. This is garbage. I don't think I even talked to this guy. Need some of that old earth magic. The mutant rolls a grenade on the counter. Give you a good price, don't worry, he adds reassuringly. There's a scoped energy rifle behind him. How much you want for that rifle? It's not for sale, why not? I'll pay you well for it, and you could always get another rifle when you return to the heart to restock. I suppose. Scoped energy rifle can only make aimed attacks, but with -1 higher accuracy, critical strike. I don't have a rifle user. 1,800 credits, wow. Do want this pretty badly. $150. I can afford either another grenade or this upgrade. And what is this? Accuracy, aimed, critical chance. So it's an implant, and I don't think anyone can actually use it that doesn't already have an ocular implant, so, like, no. Let's get the EM deflector. Can I not afford it? Just put it in my inventory. And I'm gonna skip all these, because I can't afford them. Sad, sad, sad. Oh, I can't get training now? Let's sell some stuff. Oh, I want to see what that guy's gear is before I sell anything else. But you have an EM deflector, don't you? Okay, 5% less chance to get hit. I mean, I'm gonna take that, yeah. But now we gotta travel, because we have no money. Church of the Elect. I don't know why I pressed that. I didn't want to do that. Oh, actually, yeah, we do want to go down to the maintenance deck, so it's right here. Alright, now let's go find Brother Matthias. Are you around here somewhere? Where'd you go, Brother Matthias? Are you Brother Matthias? Oh. Okay, so I did come up here before. Okay, bye. Brother Matthias! Oh, there you are. Ready to go? Autosave created. The following quest will be auto-resolved. Oh, the shuttle bay. Yeah. How do I get there? Ugh. I forgot about that quest. I got it in the hub. Let's take a look. No. Oh yeah, so we're doing that. Jackson, travel Shuttle Bay and talk to Moses Jackson. Right, let's do that. Shuttle Bay, habitat entrance, travel. Where is the Shuttle Bay? If I were a Shuttle Bay, I'd be over here. So let's climb up. Yeah, we didn't do any of this, so let's get every scrap of credits and experience. I don't have lockpick 5? Oh, it's out of reach. Get over here, idiots. Okay. Kind of useful. Flashbang's useful. This is not the Shuttle Bay. You notice some kind of code written on the dead man's arm. Okay, what's the code? I don't know. It won't let me. It won't let me find out. I belong to the religion that doesn't look at dead man's arm codes. Sorry, forgot to mention that. This could be. Yeah, I think this elevator could be to the Shuttle Bay. Why wouldn't it be? You're too late, says the man, his face covered with grime and oil. He looks old and worn out, but beyond that, you can't really tell. They don't let anyone in anymore. Send them right back. What are you talking about? The riflemen. They run the Shuttle Bay and they say they can't take any more refugees, the man explains patiently. So if you're planning to stay there, you can turn right back. And if the rumors are true, you'd save yourself a world of trouble. What rumors? Not from around here, are you? The protectors don't like what's going on down there. So they're gonna clean up that place for good. Don't say I didn't warn you, cracks the man. Thanks for the warning. Yes. Let's go down to the Shuttle Bay. The Shuttle Bay survived the mutiny intact, but like everything else, it's been looted in the interim. The life support system and emergency supplies stripped, and the shuttle interiors used by generations of squatters. Moses Jackson's riflemen, a small mercenary outfit, claimed the Shuttle Bay a few years ago, cleaning up and doing their best to make it a permanent home. The efforts quickly drew the attention of discontented folks from the habitat, and even the pit. Soon scores of people were heading for this small island of safety and stability. The habitat's higher-ups looked less favorably on the Shuttle Bay's new status and have been eyeing the growing numbers on their border with great concern. Continue. It's a lot busier than I remember, frowns Jed, observing the walled-off enclosure and the camps outside. You make it sound like it's a bad thing. Let's take a closer look. Born free. And shitty tags. Nico. Cousin Nico. Outside the gate, a bearded priest is looking over the refugee camps with an expression of deep concern. 2 guards stand a respectful distance behind him, marking the priest. For a man of importance, God be with you, he automatically intones as you approach. Expecting trouble? The great deceiver never sleeps, but works tirelessly to erode our faith. He first tried to lead us astray with false promises. When that didn't work, he sent his dogs with a less subtle message. God will shield us from harm, but we must do our part. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him, quotes the priest, nodding approvingly. Why did the great deceiver unleash his dogs upon this peaceful commune? The refugees, he replies, gesturing broadly around. They come from the habitat, the pit, even the factory. The protectors are worried these dejected folk will find a welcome here, exactly the Christian welcome these refugees have received, and increase our strength tenfold. So they will address the problem the only way they know how, with violence. They hope to strike before Moses finally looks to the Lord and sees why he sent us all these souls. And why is that? They are wandering sheep, and Moses Jackson is their shepherd. He will guide them in the wilderness of the ship, and lead them against the false prophets if necessary. That is what the devil fears, and rightly so, I may add. What's Moses planning to do? He's considered turning the refugees away, sending them back. A deep furrowed crease is the priest's brow. Not out of fear, but because he doesn't wish to change, to become the sort of person who deals with reality on its own terms, and not just scripture. Jonas sent me. He's proposing an alliance between the pit and the riflemen. Granted, the priest responds, a fierce gleam in his eye. Convince Mo to accept these refugees, and we'll stand by Jonas. You have my word. Why would he listen to me? He wouldn't. But God works in mysterious ways. Have faith, brother. One last time, desperate times. His priest, desperate times. Leave. Okay, well, that was an encounter. Let's talk to, not Jake. Well, let's talk to Jake. One of the riflemen is running diagnosis on the strange apparatus sitting in the middle of the fortress. What's that? The launcher. All you gotta do is load a shuttle. He gestures at the ceiling mounted crane, and the launcher will do the rest. I'm surprised it's still working. She was deader than the founder's dreams when we came here. Stripped for parts like everything else, he shakes his head. Took me a better part of a year to fix her. Why did you fix it? Don't we owe it to those who come after us? To leave behind something that works, I mean? We can't fix all the damage, but there are plenty of things we can fix. See, lots of folks are thinking big and making all these grand plans, but it's the little things that count. I like this guy. Who's this dude? I forgot his name already. How long have you been with Rifleman? Long enough to remember what life was like before we came here. When you're out there, you take any job that comes your way, and when nobody's hiring, well, you do what you gotta do to survive, and it ain't always pretty, if you know what I mean. Leave him alone. Alright, well that was a Jake experience. You know, maybe he does join you, possibly, but I have too many companions. Maybe the same was true of, Smiles. Buck. My name is Buck. A disheveled-looking fellow steps out of one of the shuttles, glancing around with a sour grimace. Grimace or grimace? I don't know. Grimace. I've heard people say grimace. It's certainly spelled grimace. I've heard people say grimace. It sounds better to me, my ear. I don't know. The air filters out again. Everything tastes like metal. Are you one of them? He nods towards the nearby camp, just passing through. He nods again, indifferently, and busies himself rolling some kind of cigarette. What do you make of this situation? Between warring with the protectors over the fate of some refugees and living in peace, only a fool would choose to fight. As if to illustrate his words, the shuttle door hisses open and a half-dressed woman with a small child slung across her chest yells something in his direction. So that's your home? Pointing at the shuttle. Yep, nods the man. Didn't come cheap, mind you. Traded everything I had for it. But it was worth every credit. Life support system's out, so I had to drill a few holes to allow the air to circulate. But everything else is in good shape. Are any of the shuttles still working condition? What if the ship arrives at Proxima tomorrow? How would we get to the surface? Ha, if only. You get so many credits, they wouldn't even all fit on one drive. The pilot's chair alone. Mine's all worn out and it doesn't recline all the way. What if the ship arrives at Proxima tomorrow? How would we get to the surface? Don't tell me you still believe that old shit. He laughs at your foolishness. There is no Proxima, never was. That was just the carrot they invented to get our ancestors on board. Who's they? The fucking Earthlings. Who else? The ship is their solution for overpopulation. Load the undesirables on a fleet of cargo hulks. Dump them in deep space like garbage. Well, I don't know. Wouldn't it make more sense to mass execute them and keep the biomass on Earth? I mean, if you were going to do this whole kill off the undesirables things, why would you incur all that extra cost and opportunity cost? Alright, let's talk to Mo. Or not? Okay, yeah. What the hell is it now? Mo Jackson breathes out the words in a deathly tired sigh. Never mind, the answer is no. Father Nico sent me. I liked him better when he was plain old Nicky Bolton. He was rarely sober back then, but at least he was tolerable. He asked me to talk to you about the refugees. little late in the day for a palaver? I'm not sure what a palaver is. Should I Google that right now? Yes. Sorry. We are going to Google what a palaver is. Hello. Define palaver. Unnecessary, elaborate, or complex procedure. There's a lot of palaver involved. Alright, how do you say that?
Palaver.
Palaver, not palaver, palaver. Historical, an improvised conference between two groups. Okay, that seems more like the thing. Typically those without a shared language or culture. Palaver. Alright, a little late in the day for a palaver. That's a sawbuck word. The protectors will be here in force in less than 24 hours. They'll kill anyone who resists and conscript the rest. Our options are go down with the refugees or drive them out by force if we have to, and save everyone's lives in the process. What's the protectors' angle? The Brotherhood's got themselves a foothold in the factory. The protectors have a bad craving for their own base outside the habitat. The shuttle bay is the juiciest fruit in reach. And of course, if they don't get their mitts on it, the Brotherhood or the Church will. They could have taken the shuttle bay years ago. They could have, but the other factions would have painted them as villains for it. They needed a pretext to take over. Now they have it. As soon as you get the numbers, your threat, then every one of the Habitat's 10 crown dictators is going to take an interest. Listen, if you want to help, convince the refugees to go back where they came from. Hell, why don't you take them? Not like the pit's running out of space. This isn't nearly as hopeless as you make it out. You've got a nice defensive position here, and the protectors have other fronts they need to watch. They won't commit their full force just to take out some homeless folks and down-at-heels priests. And what do we do after that? Am I supposed to become a warlord like Braxton? I want this place to stay small. Jonas let the pit grow wild, and look what happened. Big settlements have big problems. My plate is pretty fucking full as it is. I'll talk to the refugees. Who eats them? Nazar. He used to be one of Dumont's lieutenants, and Mother Mary, a religious firebrand from the Habitat. Jay could tell you more. He points at the big bald man, waiting a few steps away. Before I forget, Jonas is proposing an alliance between the pit and the riflemen. Mo shakes his head. Jonas dug himself a pit, and now he wants me to climb down into it with him. No. Tell him we take no sides. He's on his own this time. Even if I help you, your answer is still no? So you'd help us avoid a confrontation with the protectors, only to force us into a bigger fight with the Brotherhood? Oh, frying pan into the fire, eh? Okay, well, he's a jerk. I'm gonna save, and I'm going to call it a day. It's been, let's see, where are we? Shuttle Bay. Shuttle Bay. It's been long enough day of streaming for me. I'm gonna, I don't know, do something else. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I will see you